Let's take a quick look how to best use colorspace rules for ACES in Renderman 25 and a texture manager. Here in Mari, if I export my channels as 16-bit and add the colorspace variable here, Mari will embed the exported colorspace to the name. And for this example, I'm also exporting the same texture without adding the rule name. It's still ACEScg I export. And now a quick jump into Solaris, and I gonna load this into the texture manager and see what happens. Loading the files that have the colorspace name added and the one without. Can you spot the difference? The one without the colorspace name interpreted as linear sRGB. And the files are clearly not, because we saved them as ACEScg, remember? All of this is because we're not only relying on the OCCLUSION colorspace rules. The texture manager use a Json file for further dealing with Renderman tools such as the texture manager. The Json file simply tells the texture manager what to do with some of the formats, for example EXRs, or if we have some rules in the naming stream. So why is all of this important? Let's take a look here in Solaris. I'm gonna hook up the ACEScg converted texture here and compare with the linear sRGB converted. And as we can see, when I flip between these two textures, I'm gonna see a bit of a difference. And that is the difference between linear sRGB and ACES converted textures. The ACEScg one is obviously correct. Now let's convert a substance material and see what happens as well. In my case, I have some channels containing scale-up data but stored in 8-bit. Looking here at the ambient occlusion map, it detects as sRGB texture but should really be linear. Now let's look at how we can change some of these rules to better suit our workflows. We find this JSON file under the Armantry etc location. As I'm already using a custom OCCLUSION using an environment variable, I copied this JSON file outside and declared another variable for this. I placed it next to my ACES 1.2 config and inside a folder called Texture Manager. And there we find the Arman color config ACES 1.2 JSON file. In the environment variable, I declare the Arman color config dir path and pointed to this directory that I created and copied the file to. Looking at the EMG-AST rule inside the JSON, we see sRGB linear for EXR files. I'm gonna change this to render colorspace instead. So now all EXR files gonna be treated as ACEScg in my case. For me this is okay as I export everything to EXR and ACEScg anyway. Now let's test this again using the file that we previously exported without colorspace name. And we can see it now, it says render colorspace here. Let's see what we can do about the material files we looked at earlier. Further down in the JSON file, we can see names that should be interpreted as data or scalar. I'm just gonna add this ambient occlusion to the end of this and see if this works. Woohoo! Success! It works. Now we know how to edit the colorspace rules for the texture manager. On a second thought, I might change back the EXR rule to default, as I can easily add colorspace rules from Mari on export. I can then use the EXR rule for, let's say, HDR files in linear sRGB. But this is totally up to you. This is just how I work. That's it for this time. If you found this useful, give the video a like or a comment. Bye bye and happy rendering.